Get in, losers, we're going to Ulta. Hi gorgeous, welcome back to the beauty room. My name is Elle if you're new. And today I'm going to be taking a browse through Ulta to check out some of the new makeup releases and any viral products that I might have seen online. If you're new to my channel, every single month I film a criticizing new makeup releases video where I share with you my hot takes and opinions about all of the new makeup releases. Sometimes I have positive thoughts and sometimes my thoughts are kind of negative and I convince myself out of buying things. And then for the things that I am considering purchasing, I like to go to the store, see it in person, swatch all the things, and actually decide in that moment whether or not I really want to buy something versus ordering it online. If I can get it in store, I prefer to get it in store and see it in store because it's just I end up buying things that I think that I'll like and then I get them in the mail and I'm like, ooh, if I had swatched that in the store, I wouldn't have bought it. So going into the store is just a way for me to have fun, look at the makeup, swatch it, touch it, feel it, and really decide if I'm gonna make a purchase then and there. The problem with this lately though is that a lot of things that I've been seeing in store have just been immediate purchases for me. Meaning I see it and I'm like, yep, I'm getting it. And I haven't been, I feel like in the past month, as critical as I feel like I could be when I'm shopping. So this is going to be the last shopping trip where I allow myself to be a little bit more lenient. I have a feeling that I am going to be a little bit more stricter with my budget and a lot more critical when it comes to new makeup releases within the next month. Just because the Sephora sale was a huge event, I also shopped before that and I'm now realizing, ooh, yes, I've had a budget, but I've been, you know, allowing myself bigger budgets. But we need to cut that down because even though I'm a content creator, I'm really just trying to keep myself grounded in terms of finances, but also in terms of like how many products I need to buy. So anyways, that is not the point of this video. I'm gonna take you shopping with me. At the end of this video, I'll let you know what I bought, and I'm also gonna be trying on the products, so hopefully you appreciate that because I never do a try on haul. With that being said, I'll see you at Ulta. We made it to Ulta and the first thing I see is an entire display filled with the e.l.f. Power Grip setting sprays, and I already bought this. I would highly recommend the mist on this spray. It is so good. One of the most underrated lip glosses I absolutely love is the NYX This Is Juice Gloss. Call me crazy, but I feel like the texture of this gloss is very similar to the new Jisoo lip oils. I've also been tempted to try the NYX fat oils for a while, but I can't decide on a color, so let me know if you like these and which color I should get in the comments. I was really hoping that they had the new Bling Butter glosses, but unfortunately I only found the original shades available. I would highly recommend this formula if you're looking for a pigmented, non-sticky gloss. Morphe finally released some of the more popular Ariel brushes in singles, so you don't have to buy the whole set now. These are some of my favorite brushes, and I would recommend getting A22, A53, A14, or A19. As if I didn't have enough lip gloss, I'm specifically looking for the color Taffy and the Maybelline Lifter glosses. I've been searching for this shade everywhere, but of course I didn't have any luck at Ulta either. Win Beauty is yet another celebrity makeup brand at Ulta by Serena Williams, and I'm actually really impressed by the display that they had. It definitely stands out in comparison to every other brand. They launched a soft matte concealer, hydrating skin tint, lipstick, and lip and cheek color, which feels like a huge launch. I'm very intrigued by the complexion, but the lipsticks were just not my cup of tea. They seemed very dry. But on the contrary, the ColourPop So Juicy Glossy Bombs is finally available in store. You know I love my glossy lip products, so I'm gonna try getting a berry shade. Now this is a fun launch. I was not aware that About Face released color shifting liquid eyeshadows. They look incredible and are very tempting. I feel like About Face is such a fresh brand. They have so many colorful products that inspire inspire me to play with makeup. But as much as I want to buy these, I have no real justification, so maybe I'll come back for these when I'm more confident in which color I would use. And if that is not colorful enough for you or fun enough for you, they even have eyelashes that you can wear, I feel like, at a concert or a festival. Speaking of color, comment below any colorful emoji to let me know you've made it this far in this video. Moving on, I found the Ole Henriksen lip balms that everyone and their mother is obsessed with. As you can tell, they are completely sold out, but I was really surprised to learn that when I swatched these, they were ultra glossy, which I'm kind of in love with. If they had them in stock, this would be in my cart right now. My number one favorite lip gloss of all time for the past few years has been the Buxom Plumping Lip Creams in the shade Moscow Mule. I always get the most questions and compliments when I'm wearing this, and the formula is a 10 out of 10. And because I love the plumping creams so much, I do want to try the glittery polish shades one day because they just look delicious. Rem Beauty has a new place in my heart because some of their products have been such a hit for me. I was really questioning buying this brush and the new blushes and bronzers, especially because they're a matte finish, which you guys know I love. But I recently just bought some new blush and bronzers at Sephora, so I might force myself to wait a little bit longer. Rem Beauty, I'll come back for you one day. Benefit also released their Bad Gal Bang mascara in a range of colors, which is, again, very exciting and fun. I'm living for this, but I'm so picky with mascara. I don't know if this is something that I would buy. They even have a Fan Fest mascara, which again, I've never seen before. I have stick straight lashes that can't hold a curl, so let me know if you've tried this before. I really want to buy this Whip sunscreen, but unfortunately it has coconut oil in it and my skin absolutely hates coconut oil, so I'm gonna save my money on this one. I've also been really interested to see what the new NARS blushes look like, and Orgasm Edge, which is the matte version of their original Orgasm shade, looks like something I would pick up, but just not yet, just not yet. Again, I have too many blushes. If you didn't know, Benefit has a product called Color Bombs. They remind me a lot of the balms from Dior, but they're way more pigmented. I'm considering trying it, but there doesn't seem to be a shade that's calling my name. And apparently Benefit has skincare now. I'm not really sure how I feel about this. Too Faced released their new bronzer sticks that smell exactly like delicious orange chocolates. I cannot resist, so you're coming home with me. Hourglass skin tints are also available at Ulta now, and it's most definitely still a want on my wish list. They also have the ABH skin tint balms, which if you watch my criticizing new makeup releases video, I will not be buying. And I just had to see what the Kylie Jenner perfume was all about. Surprisingly, I was impressed it smelled really sweet in a good way, but also similar to something I feel like I've tried before. L'Oreal now has a concealer in their True Match line, which I am considering, but I realized it was radiant and serum-like, and I just don't need more of that kind of concealer, so I'm gonna pass on it. I've been searching for maroon lip liner for a while, and I think this could be the one, so let's add it to the cart. Another thing on my list is a new face mask, so I'm gonna try this one. I'm really not a fan of Morphe, but recently they've had some intriguing releases. Even though I'm not buying eyeshadow palettes, this is actually really enticing for once, and their new face shaping brush set is so freaking cute. This is the last thing I'm gonna add to my cart, and I'm just gonna check out. Yes, it has been a few days since I went to Ulta, but of course we are doing an Ulta haul. I know, right after shopping, I cannot do a haul right after. I just get so tired. This also means that I've tried everything that I bought already, so at least you can get some of my initial thoughts. I am not the type of person to like go shopping, buy things, and let it sit in my house for a few days until I can do like an unboxing or video about it. I can't do that. Like once I buy something, I'm going home, I'm trying it on, and that's what I'm gonna do for you today. So the most exciting thing for me that I purchased was a brush set. Did I need a new brush set? Definitely not. But did I want it? Yes. Yes, I did. And could I resist it? No, I couldn't. It is the Morphe Face Shaping Essentials brush. It's their bamboo and charcoal infused face brush set. That means absolutely nothing to me. I just thought the colors were so cute. They were pink and gray, and they also had some really cool shapes that I don't, well, I do have some of these brush shapes already, but let's not talk about that. but I just couldn't resist how cute it was. And it was $25 for 4 brushes, which really is not that bad. So you get this fluffy brush. As you can tell, I've used it already, but like, look at this handle. Look at how beautiful this handle is with the gray hairs. And then you also get the typical, like, I don't know what you kind of call these brushes. They remind me of the brushes from Rare Beauty and Pat McGrath. They're just like these angled, densely packed brushes, one for concealer, one for foundation. And the one that I think is most unique kind of reminds me a little bit of Patrick Ta's sculpting brush. It's just a slanted sculpting brush. It's thin on this end and then fluffy on this end. Let me compare it actually. Yeah, so this is the Patrick Ta one. Ooh, they're not identical, but they're inspired by each other, that's for sure. The Patrick Ta one is a lot more densely packed and it's more chiseled, and this is a lot fluffier and it kind of gets bigger at the end versus the Patrick Ta one. It's just more packed, meaning it'll pick up more pigment. I personally like this one better so far, so if you were interested in the Patrick Ta one but didn't want to spend $40 on a duo brush, I think that this one is really nice. So let me just apply some foundation with that brush. I'm also going to try to mainly only apply products that you can get at Ulta. This is the It Cosmetics CC Cream, the matte version, and the shade Neutral Tan. I just did a makeup tutorial with this foundation, so I won't go into too much detail. I'm using the angled foundation brush. Right off the bat, this angled foundation brush is a lot fluffier. Like, it's very loose and kind of feels flimsy, and I think if you're a brush connoisseur and you like high quality brushes and you spend a lot of money on brushes, this is not the most high quality. This is for people who want, you know, still a good brush but without breaking the bank. I do like how it's flimsy though, because I feel like it blends really well on the skin and it's super freaking soft. So for me, I'm really happy with this purchase. For concealer, I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. This shockingly is also really beautiful under the eyes. You just have to use a very tiny amount because it is full coverage. Be careful with her. I'll add a little bit where I have darkness because I just didn't end up color correcting. Then I'm gonna take the concealer brush, which it's called their S102, and I'm just gonna pat out concealer, and wow, the foundation and concealer kind of match. I feel like this concealer is so underrated. If you need full coverage with a natural finish, it is more full coverage than Tarte Shape Tape. Also, y'all, if you missed my last video, I am doing a Sephora giveaway. If you want the chance to win a $50 Sephora e-gift card, which would be sent via email, you would just have to fill out the form in the description below, and you also just need to be based in the United States and 18 years or older. The next thing I bought at Ulta is the most exciting thing for me personally. It is a Too Faced Chocolate Souffle Melting, Bronzing, and Sculpting Stick. I talked about this in my new makeup releases video, and I was on the fence because I was like, I definitely don't need it. This entire video was just me buying things that I don't need, but I wanted. And I feel a little bit guilty about it. I'm not gonna lie, which that's an icky feeling, and I think I might need to go in a low buy really soon because I don't like the feeling that I feel. But I could not resist this because I swatched it in store. It was just so creamy but also pigmented at the same time, and my curiosity got the best of me. I got the shade Chocolate Souffle because it wasn't super warm tone. It's more of like a contour color on me. So that's what I'm gonna use it for. Just a little bit of a contour, but look at that. It just glides on so smoothly. I think in comparison to the Rare Beauty bronzing stick, this one is a lot more pigmented, but not as pigmented as the LYS ones. I would say this is like in between the LYS and the Rare Beauty. I also like that it's creamy, but it's not overly dewy, and it smells like chocolate oranges, which I kind of love. I'm gonna blend it out with the new brush. This is the Morphe Slanted Sculpting S200. Which way do I do this? Oh, this way. Okay, so I kind of use it and I just pat it out, and it just blends out contour, bronzer so easily, but also the product is just very creamy. These brushes are also really soft. The only thing is, don't take my recommendations on these brushes until like a few months from now, because if they start to fall apart once I wash them, they're not worth it. They're not worth it. But if they stay in good shape, then I would recommend them to y'all. Just don't take my word for any of these products. I'm just trying them out for the first time, okay? I also recently purchased at Ulta the Elle Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I'm gonna shake this up because it has like 2 layers of product in it. And I'm just gonna spray it all over my face to melt in my cream products. whatever Elle did with this, like, I don't even know if the product itself is good. I just love using it because of the mist, and the actual product feels really refreshing on the skin, and it makes my skin really glowy, which I don't love. I don't use it as a finishing spray, but as like a spray that melts all my makeup together, so good. Then I'm just going to pat in the setting spray into the skin with a clean sponge, which also came in the Morphe set. The bronzer that I recently got at Ulta is the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer, and I have the shade in Butter Biscuit. Y'all, this is so good. I cannot believe I just decided to buy it now. I mean, I can believe it though, because I have so many bronzers. I told myself I didn't need to buy more bronzers, but when I swatched this in store, I was just so excited for it. I was in disbelief. This is a gorgeous formula. It's very similar to the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. As you can tell by the name, I feel like they were, you know, probably inspired. It also has a scent to it, but it's more pigmented, and they have a lot more deeper colors and more like unique reddish tone bronzer colors that don't work on me, but it might work on you. So I'm just gonna go in with this fluffy brush from Morphe, the tapered powder, and just bronze up the skin. Wow, I'm acting as if this is the first time I've tried it, but like with this brush, ooh, it's not glittery, it's not glowy, it's like a satin finish with a sheen to it, which I really, really like. That is the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer. If you were to get anything from this video, I think oh, I take that back. I kind of like a lot of the products. So far, I'm really liking everything. I like this, I like this, I like this, I like the brushes. Everything is going according to plan. As if I'm not bronzed enough, I'm going to use a terracotta blush. This is from Persona Cosmetics, which you can get at Ulta. I didn't recently just buy this. I just realized I never talked about it before, but it's their terracotta blush. And I'm just gonna take a very fluffy Morphe brush, swirl it in here, tap it off, and just lightly pat it on my cheeks to blend in with the bronzer. This is gonna make me look super bronze. I hope I look sun-kissed in a good way. Mainly focusing on the apples of my cheeks and then blending it. I am literally obsessed with the color of this blush. I cannot find anything similar to this, and y'all know I have a lot of blushes. The only thing is that the packaging is very like drugstore. Like, I'm not expecting it to be luxury, but it's something that I can get at the drugstore. But she's good, so I can overlook that. As for lip products, I did get 3 different lip products. The first is the NYX Butter Gloss, which I haven't tried in so many years. Hopefully it's as good as I remember, and I have the shade Fortune Cookie. It's just like a really nude color. Unfortunately, they didn't have the new NYX like bling gloss at Ulta, which I was really disappointed in. So hopefully I'm able to try that out soon. But in the meantime, I've been wanting the specific color gloss, so I'm gonna try this one on for you. And then I got the NYX Line Loud lip pencil, and this one's in the shade No Whining. That's kind of a cute name. I mainly got the shade because I wanted like a burgundy kind of lip liner, but I've tried this and it might be a little too deep for me. And then I wanted to mix it with the ColourPop So Juicy, and this is in the shade Berry Spritz. It's their Plumping Gloss Balm. So let me try the NYX Butter Gloss first with a brown lip liner. All right, I'm gonna take the Foxy Brown lip liner from Charlotte, and then I'm gonna mix it with the NYX Butter Gloss and Fortune Cookie. She's pigmented. She is pigmented. It's not as glossy as I'm remembering though. Right off the bat, this is not a sticky gloss at all, which is exactly what I remembered. It feels really smooth on the lips, exactly how I remembered it to be, very comfortable. And I could see why I used to love this kind of gloss, just because the texture was so satisfying on the lip, and I still really like it. I also like the pigment in this, mixed with the lip liner. The color is just very classic brown lip liner, nude lips kind of vibe. Finish is a little dull for me. Like, I'm used to a more plumping finish, like the Buxom glosses, something that has more of a glass sheen, and these glosses don't give it. I think it's giving more color than it is giving like perfect glossy sheen, but I don't hate it. I think there's a time and place to have kind of more of a like wet kind of lip look versus like super glossy, super plumped. So I like this. I like it. This is probably the lip I'm gonna wear today, but I want to try the other colors. I know for a fact that this is gonna have me looking like a clown, so just bear with me, but I just want to show you the color. Again, this is the NYX Line Loud lip pencil in the shade No Whining. She's deep. She is deep. Do you guys see that? It's unique. I picked a unique color that I've never had before, that's for sure. And yes, I was looking for a burgundy shade like this, but I think it's a little too deep for me. I think I need like more of a mid-tone burgundy. On top, I thought it was gonna be a fabulous idea to put on the So Juicy in the shade Berry Spritz. And let me just show you what it looks like. I don't hate it. Like, I think that this is a nice color combination. It's just not the time and place for it. You know what I mean? Like, I got it on my teeth. It's not the time and place. Summer is around the corner. I'm not trying to wear a berry lip. And also, I'm just not like bold like that, you know? Like, I don't like my lip color being the center of attention. I know a lot of people like lip colors like this. So if you like it, here's the combo. For me, y'all know I like a good nude lip over something like this. So it's a pass. I think I like the colors on their own, but together it's making like very purple vibes. So the liner is nice. I need to like experiment it with other colors. And let me just show you what So Juicy looks like by itself. I'm just gonna do a thin layer. Yeah, okay, the thin layer without the liner doesn't look as crazy. It's just like a more just bitten kind of lip, which again, I don't always go for. I was really trying to reach for like this cherry cola lip combo vibes, and I totally missed the mark and I failed on this one. And the last thing I purchased from Ulta is actually a face mask. This is the Tony Moly I'm Rice Clarifying Blemish Mask. I have actually been trying to repurchase one of my all-time favorite facial masks from Skin Food for a while now, and it's the Egg White Mask. I think it's what it's called. And I used to get that at Ulta all the time, but it seems like they've discontinued it on Ulta, and I'm not the biggest fan of like shopping at individual websites all the time. So I decided to try something new from Ulta. I think this is also a Korean brand. I tried it the other day and I really liked the way that it made my skin feel. It was very similar to the Egg White mask, so this could be my new favorite face mask. We'll see. All right, I think that is everything that I recently purchased at Ulta. So far, I really like everything that I bought. Most of the things were kind of a hit, except the lip products. I'm looking at the lip products and I'm like, ooh, that one kind of hurt a little bit. I feel a little bit regretful about those purchases, and I wish I didn't buy them. Everything else, I'm a pretty big fan of so far, and I'll keep you updated on if I like them or not. And as always, I include in the description my affiliate link, but not only that, I have like categories of my favorite makeup of the month. So if you're interested to see what kind of cycles in and out of my makeup favorites, then check that out in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and again, thank you so much for 9,000 freaking subscribers. I really appreciate you all for the love and support. Every time I read your comments, it inspires me to keep making more content, so let me know what you think in the comments below. But as always, I'll catch you on the flip side.